research is my Twitter feed. Never mention these feeding our children these, but in the
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Cousins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Cousins on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses. But you get this sense offensively, they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll try the right side with Jones. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Cousins now. This is caught by Addison. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 83 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now they'll change things up. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it down to the 28. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. In motion right is Addison. Now Cousins fakes a jet sweep, and off play action, he wants to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that...
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Flush, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football through the middle of the field. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a give up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Right back to him on 1st down. Sheds off the tackle. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from the 20. And the Vikings have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner,
look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Christian Watson, touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 62 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On play action, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Vikings extend their lead yet again. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 149 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is caught. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Completed out left to Dobbs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Third and 5. They'll set up a throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top